We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Petroleum processing and products. In this lecture, we'll see petroleum processing of the crude oil and the product from the crude oil. Petroleum processing is basically 4-step process, starting with the fractional distillation, in which the heavy crude oil is fractionated. Next step is conversion. With the help of the newer chemical technology, the fraction has to be converted into some products. Next step is treatment. In the treatment, whatever the converted product we are getting, those products containing some impurities. So that impurities has to be removed from the compound. For that, we require some treatment techniques. And at the finishing stage, whatever the compound we are getting or some fraction compound we have, so we need to mix it with the other compound, and with help of or with adding some additives, we can convert into the finished product. So by means of the petroleum processing, we need to treat the crude oil, and at the end of the processing, we'll have the finished products. Refinery process. So as I mentioned, first step, the fractional distillation, the oldest, most common way to separate the things into various compounds. Next is the conversion. With the help of the newer technique, we need to treat fractions to make some other compound. For an example, we can break longer chain into the shorter one. This allow a refinery to turn diesel fuel into gasoline, depend on the demand for the gasoline. Third step is treatment. Refinery must treat the fraction to remove the impurities. And fourth one, that is the finishing. In finishing, the refinery fractions are combined with the other compound, and we need to mix it, and with the mixing of some additives compound, we can improve the quality of the fractions. Important products and their properties. So these are some of the products which we are getting from the crude oil. So basically, starting with the gas, light naphtha, gasoline is used as the solvent, fuels, motor spirits, etc. Kerosene is dyed distillate, used as the jet fuel, illuminating purpose, heating oil. Gas oil or middle distillate is diesel fuel or cracking oil. Heavy distillate is lubricating, lubes, wax, fuel oil, etc. Residuum is alpha and or bitumens. This figure I have taken from the internet. So it is showing the refinery process, starting with the crude oil. Crude oil is passed through the furnace. Simply we need to heat it, and it will move to the distillation column. Here it is showing 2 distillation column. One, this is the atmospheric distillation column, and this is vacuum distillation column. The top product from the atmospheric distillation contains carbon number 1 to 4. Those are the propane, butane and light hydrocarbons. With the lights and recovery and the treatment, it can be converted into the refinery fuel gas, propane and natural liquid gas. Carbon number 5 to 8 is light virgin naphtha. By isomerization and blending, it can convert into gasoline. C8 carbon 8 to 12 compound are the heavy virgin naphtha. Reformer and blending process used to convert into gasoline, jet fuel and some other petrochemicals. Carbon number 12 to 30 is kerosene. By means of hydrotreater, it can convert it into the finished kerosene, jet fuel, diesel, fuel oil. Carbon number 30 to 50 is diesel or the light gas oil. With the help of hydrotreater or hydrocracker, it can convert into gasoline, diesel, fuel oil. Carbon number 30 to 50, that is the top of the vacuum distillate, is considered as the heavy gas oil by FCC, fluid catalytic cracker and hydrocracker. It is converted into gasoline, diesel and fuel oil. Carbon number 50 to 100 is the residual fuel oil or asphalt, and it can convert it into gasoline, diesel, fuel oil and lube stocks. So these are the different final product which we'll get from the refinery process. We'll see in detail some of the view of this product, like we will see the carbon number range that already we have seen in figure, but let us give some brief idea about this product which we are getting from the crude oil. So first is the petroleum gas. It is used as the heating, cooking, making plastic. It contains the small alkane 1 to 4 carbon atoms, commonly known as methane, ethane, propane, butane. It is having boiling range less than 40 degrees centigrade, oftenly liquefied under the pressure to create LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. Next product is naphtha or naphtha, intermediate that will be further processed to make kerosene. Nowadays we are not very much producing naphtha. We'll directly move on to the gasoline, because earlier naphtha was used in place of the gasoline as a fuel. Mixture of 5 to 9 carbon atoms. Boiling range is 60 to 100 degrees centigrade. Gasoline is known as motor fuel. Mixture of alkane and cycloalkane. Carbon range 5 to 12. Boiling range is 40 to 205 degrees centigrade. Kerosene is used as the fuel for jet engine and tractor. Starting material for making other products. It is a mixture of alkanes. Carbon number ranges from 10 to 18. Boiling range is 175 to 325 degrees centigrade. Gas oil or diesel distillate, it is generally we call as middle distillate, used for the diesel fuel and the heating oil. Starting material for making other products. Again, alkanes contain 12 or more carbon atoms. Boiling range 250 to 350 degrees centigrade. Lubricating oil used for the motor oil, grease or other lubricating purpose. It is long chain compound having 20 to 30 carbon atoms. Alkane, cycloalkane and aromatics are also present. It is having boiling range 300 to 370 degrees centigrade. Heavy gas or the fuel oil used for industrial fuel. Starting material for making other products. It is basically long chain 20 to 70 carbon atoms. Alkane, cycloalkane and aromatic contains mainly. Boiling range 370 to 600 degrees centigrade. Residuals are coke, asphalt, tar, waxes. Starting material for making other products. Again, multiple ring compound with 70 or more carbon atoms. Boiling range greater than 600 degrees centigrade. From the petroleum, we can have the number of products starting with the gases. So from the petroleum, there are different gases we will get. So first is the natural gas. Mainly it contains methane, also like ethane and propane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, Methane contain 85% to 98%. Second one is the associated gas from oil reservoir, mainly contain methane and varied proportion of ethane, propane, depending on reservoir condition. May contain natural gas liquids like butane, pentane. Dissolved gas present with the liquid hydrocarbon, depending upon the formation of pressure, production up to 10% of the crude. Casing head gas escape from the oil well contain less percentage methane and higher percentage ethane, propane than the natural gas. Refinery of gases. Gases formed in cracking and the reforming operation due to the thermal degradation of the liquid hydrocarbon. Source of energy or petrochemical feedstock. Here in refinery of gases, we'll have the dry gas and the wet gas. Dry gas is mixture of methane and ethane used for the refinery fuel, and wet gas is mixture of propane, butane. Next is liquefied petroleum gas, LPG. From refinery distillation unit, we'll get it stored after the liquefaction. In LPG products, it may vary the grades. So we'll have the list of the grade of LPG, like predominantly butane, butane propane mixture, mainly butane, butane propane mixture equal volume, less butane propane mixture, butane propane mixture that contains more propane, and predominantly propane. These are some of the products and the primary chemicals, some intermediate products, and the plastic and other refined chemicals that we are getting from these products. So these are the some of the like we can say the sources from where we are getting the product, and the products are again by means of these facilities we need to convert into the primary chemicals. Those primary chemicals again converted into some intermediate products, and those intermediate products again are used for the different purposes. So this is the figure I have taken from the internet. The source is mentioned over here. So these are the number of products we can get from the crude oil. So in this chapter we have started with the refinery processing, then we have seen the number of product.